What's up, my G? I'm Blanc. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And today, I felt like reading some crazy stories on Reddit. Guys who gave the crazy girl a chance. What happened? We got married, had a kid, and moved houses. She self-medicated with marijuana for her anxiety, then attacked me and a friend using a razor blade. We got divorced, thankfully, got custody. She moved away, and she got married again. She moved back with her husband, sued me for custody, got the custody, tried homeschooling, and then she attacked her new husband one night. They got divorced, I got custody back, then she kidnapped both of the kids and drove to Mexico and was later arrested coming back across the border. That's crazy, bro. How you get attacked by a razor blade, first of all? You know how small it is? She has to be like freaking slicing in the air trying to get you, like, what the frick? Why don't you just get a bigger knife, dog? Or just like, I don't freaking know. What's your crazy ex story? This is about to be a good one. First night in a new city, and I call my mother to tell her I arrived safely. That's nice. Mama's boy. We love to see it. She tells me that the girl I dated when I was 16, 17 called out of the blue looking for me and left her number. I was 23 and hadn't heard a peep in 5 years. Lonely and bored, I rang her up. That's the first mistake. You know when you're chilling in bed and you're just like, damn, bro, I'm bored out of my mind. And then you do something that you know you shouldn't do. That's exactly what homeboy just did, bro. He knew he shouldn't have texted this girl. He knew he shouldn't have called this girl. He knew he shouldn't have went anywhere near her, but he did. Lonely and bored, I rang her up and had a strange catch-up session. She told me she was engaged to a woman and that her life after we broke up was a series of unfortunate events. We hung up on pleasant terms with no plans to keep in touch. 3 days later, I am exiting my building, and who is standing there in the rain waiting? Who is standing there in the rain? Imagine leaving your apartment building. Who is standing there in the rain? In the rain. In the rain. It don't even say that she got an umbrella, bro. She said standing there in the rain. ... Yup. She had flown 2,500 miles in the middle of the night. Because she thought we were destined to be together. Told me how she was so torn up about us not being together that she had pulled out all of her all her pubic hair. Let me read that again. Told me how she was so torn up about us not being together that she had pulled out all her pubic hair. That's intriguing. She also brought her fiance, what the frick, who was as crazy as she was and was urging my ex to have a baby with me. I calmly tried to tell her that this was insane, that I had no interest in any of this, when out of nowhere, all goes black. I wake up to chaos as my doorman is holding the fiance down, waiting for police. Turns out she hit me on the back of the head with a full bottle of champagne they had brought to celebrate with. Arrest and restraining orders followed. TLDR, I love to stick it in crazy. Do you see what he said at the end? I love, emphasis on the love, to stick it in crazy. See, for you out there who've never had crazy cooch, this is what will happen. If you are okay with getting hit with the back of the head, hit in the back of the head with a champagne bottle, you're good, man. Go ahead, enjoy. Feast, my brother, feast. But if you don't want some random ass girl to pull up on you, 2,500 miles, standing in the rain, she didn't even know if he was gonna come outside. She was just waiting. She could have been waiting there for 3 days. He could have been like, hey bro, I'm off of work, I'm gonna stay inside. She was waiting until this man came out, bro. No text, no nothing, bro. If that is a problem, take a step back right now, because these ladies aren't for you. Leave them to them, huh? Leave them to the big boys, the crazy cooch lickers, man. The cooch chompers, bro, of the crazies, bro. Leave it to guys like him, all right? Let him take care of it. He love to stick it in crazy. This man said, dude, that's like, what? That's what I'm saying. She pulled out all her pubic hair, one by one, plucked it out. She might be the one for you, my guy. I don't know. If a shawty did that for me, Restraining order. You thought I was about to be here? What the frick? I am tripping balls right now. I'm at my friend's cabin, and the last 2 hours have been insane. I'm trying to make sure I write all of this down so that I don't forget later. Here's some backstory. I've got this old friend, let's call him Kevin. We were really tight growing up, but as we both got older, we started to have less and less in common, and so we naturally drifted apart from each other. He's got his stuff together. He's loaded, has a great career, loving wife, and lots of hobbies. I, on the other hand, am a bit of a burnout. I do temp work for money, and then I spend it all on partying. I was surprised when he reached out to say that we should hang out together, just him and I. He wanted to rekindle our friendship and find some common ground again. He said we could go to his cabin, get effed up, and catch up on all the missed years. I jumped at the opportunity to see a goody two-shoes like Kevin completely trashed, and so here we are. He drove me out to the cabin, and before we entered, he took out 2 pills for us to take. Coolest things he's ever done in his life. He said it was premium stuff, top notch, top of the bill. Love to see it. No, we don't do drugs. That it would absolutely F us up. I'm always down for a party-filled adventure, so we popped them and then headed inside the cabin. The pills kicked in instantly. He said, look at that. Look what he put. Instantly. He was tweaking. He was tweaking. As soon as we got inside, everything immediately felt like the craziest, most insane hallucination ever. We're sitting in the living room of his cabin right now. Here's some of the stuff that I've been seeing over the last 2 hours. First of all, before I read this, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. They get you tweaking. And not in a good way. What Future said, he's off that good in alcohol. Don't do that. Be off that Bible, and prayer. Be off that homework, and good grades. Hold on. Be off that obedient fic. The room is busy, but not with people. It's filled with these really long, tall, ghoulish looking things that are walking around the room. Their bodies are covered with black fur, but their heads are bright yet dark. It's hard to explain. Whenever they walk, the area is illuminated, but if you actually look at their faces, you can't really tell where their eyes or mouths are. Some of them have large wings. If I look up, I don't see a ceiling. Instead, the room just stretches really long. Far away at the very top, it looks like there's some sort of dark silver shimmering upside down pool. I hear this croaky, deep giggling coming from all over the room. That's freaking creepy. See, this is why I told you not to do drugs. Imagine hearing a croaky, deep giggling all around the room, bro. First of all, you're tweaking already. Then you're hearing all around, bro. Surround sound? Hell no. It feels really loud in my head. Definitely the strongest auditory hallucination I've ever experienced. I've been asking him over and over to tell me what he slipped us. I need to take. He about to take it again? He said, I need. Look what he put. Look how he put need, bro. Look how he put need. I'm currently trying to figure out how Kevin is dealing with this trip. Sometimes he walks off around the house, whispering under his breath. I see him slowly setting candles around the room on a large rug. Kind of feels like a fire hazard. He's been a pretty clean guy all his life. And so I'm wondering if this whole thing is too much for him and he just needs an activity to distract himself. I'll keep an eye on him. I'm interested to see when this trip will start simmering down. The hallucinations haven't really changed or morphed in any way. I'm still hearing and seeing the exact same stuff. Whenever I get up to walk around, all the tall, ghoulish looking demons start looking at me. It's starting to feel just a little claustrophobic. I asked him if I could take a walk outside, but he said that it was a pretty bad idea to leave right now and that we should just stay in the living room and chill out. There was a point where he looked a bit distracted while setting out the candles. So I quickly snuck over to his kitchen and tried to open the door to the outside. I just wanted to get a couple minutes of fresh air. It was weird. Even though I unlocked the door, I couldn't open it. It felt like it'd been barricaded shut on the other side or something. I tried opening some of the windows instead, but those wouldn't budge either, no matter how hard I tried. I eventually asked him why he was lighting candles and putting them around the room in the weird pattern he was setting them in, but he just said he wants to make sure we have a lot of light for when it gets dark. This man locked the doors. Let's be honest. Let's just be real with each other. He locked the doors. This man's about to freaking summon something, and you're the sacrifice, bro. This man's setting candles around the room. Y'all took pills. Y'all don't even know. You don't even know what it's called. You don't even know what it's called. There's shadowy figures walking around your room. You don't even know what it's called, bro. This man said, not really sure what that means. Are you not concerned? Are you not frightened for your own safety? You can't even open the door to get outside, to get some fresh air. My man locked it from the outside. How that's possible? I have no idea. He's been starting to seem more and more stressed and focused over the last little while. I've been asking him if we should seriously figure out a way to come down from this trip. After all, the hallucinations haven't let up, and the giggling from the room actually seems to be getting louder and louder for me. That's freaking crazy. He just keeps saying back to me that we need to get to the end. We're almost there now. Huh. Okay. If he did his research, then that's fine, I guess. Oh, right. Another weird thing that I've been seeing, this might be overthinking, but it feels like as he's walking around the room, he's reacting to the same stuff that I can see. Like, he's making sure not to bump into any of the ghoulish looking demons, and anytime the giggling from the room gets too loud, he covers his ears. Usually, when people trip out, the experience is always different. So I'm wondering if this thing elicits very similar experiences in its users. He's been really starting to lose it over the last few minutes. The room is starting to turn red for me, and it feels like the general energy in the room is getting more and more intense, like it's building up to something. He just said, "I'm sorry, man. They were just sugar pills. You're not actually on anything." Jesus, Kevin. It's just a bad trip. Suck it up. We can get through this. He continued. I just needed a distraction so that you wouldn't question what was going on, but I shouldn't have dragged you into this. We're going to have to wait until the end of the ritual now. Effing hell. I think he's really going down a rabbit hole and starting to lose his mind. Anyone have advice here? I have no idea what he had both of us take or how long it'll be until things calm down. Oh my lord. This guy said rip bozo. Hey man, to be honest, yeah. I was wondering what a ritual is like for a sacrifice. Exactly, bro. This Joe is a sacrifice. I told you guys, bro. Sorry, I'm a little scared. Let's break it down. If you have a friend out there that you don't really rock with, and he tells you to take something crazy, you haven't seen this man in years. First of all, he doesn't even do stuff like that. But okay, whatever. You want to see him, right? You want to see this friend. You go see him. Well, first red flag, he said, yeah, take this. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Just take it. First red flag. Second red flag, giggling, surround sound. Third red flag, ghouls. Fourth red flag, stay with me now. Stay with me. Lighting candles in random areas. Fifth red flag, he tells you not to go outside. Plus, the doors are locked. Sixth red flag, this man says, hey bro, just wait to the end. Just wait to the end. And as you're waiting, things progressively gets worse, bro. And then at the end, he says, I just needed a distraction so that you wouldn't question what was going on. But I shouldn't have dragged you into this. We're gonna have to wait until the end of the ritual now. I would be praying like crazy. I would have a Bible. Bro, I need to start keeping like a spare Bible on me, bro. Just in case, bro. Whip it out just in case something like this happens, bro. Wait until the end of the ritual? What is this? Black Ops 3 freaking zombies? Easter egg? What are you talking about, bro? That is bonkers. This man has not freaking replied either. He hasn't said anything, bro. Hey, RIP my boy though. I hope he made it out. He's probably on round 37 of zombies right now. I'm not gonna lie. In real life, he's playing it. He's living it out. He gotta beat that Easter egg, man. Shoot.